Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. I'm at World's Game Store in Salt Lake City, Utah. I am absolutely shocked by how many second gen and first gen games and systems I saw in here. Saw some other vintage stuff, some other rare stuff. Let's go in and check it out. Yeah guys, you really want to stick around for this video and watch it till the end because there is insane amounts of coolness in this store. All right, let's go on in. And guys, right off the bat, you see a bunch of big box computer games, which is really nice. Don't always see that. And retro gaming shops, got a nice action setup there. But check it out, guys. Sega Master System. And this is what really caught my eye. These old Pong clones. One from Telstar, and then this one here, a Rally 4. ZX Spectrum under there. Definitely not common sights. And of course they're going to have tons of NES stuff and Nintendo in general, but I like that they've got a game out here you can play. Set up here. And as we work our way around the store, you see a massive shelf full of Atari 2600 games, 5200 games, some common and not so common stuff. Love seeing it, including some ColecoVision here. Victory, Pepper 2. You guys know I love me some Pepper 2. Awesome. Yeah, definitely got some uncommon stuff here, including Buck Rogers for the 2600, 15 bucks, and Intellivision Popeye, 15. Not bad, not bad. 2600 for sale with this nifty video game organizer. Keeps your games nice and organized, one might say. And against the wall here, among the Genesis games and more Nintendo, you've actually got some boxed Atari stuff and Intellivision. Check out that Pac-Man for Intellivision. A lot of people don't even realize that game was produced for the Intellivision by Atari Soft. And more Intellivision greatness here. And Atari. And you got Atari Rider Plus back there. Love seeing this obscure stuff. And amongst the Sega, right below that, you've got some Odyssey². Always love seeing that. Casey Munchkin and Casey's Crazy Chase, two of the best games for the system. And guys, below that, let's just ignore that Neo Geo CD 3-in-1 Sports handheld and the little mini arcade. I actually have that arcade, but not the box. Extremely cool to see. Over here, you've got an Atari 400 computer, a couple of games back there. And check it out, guys, Stax 2600s. And Telstar, another Pong clone. They got a bunch of these and a boxed 5200. And check it out, guys, here over in this case with some GBA stuff. You've got a boxed Star Raiders for 50 bucks and Armor Battle and some more second gen stuff back here, including Tennis for 30 bucks, Bridge for 60 bucks. Yeah, Bridge is pretty tough to find on the 2600. Riddle of Sphinx looks to be in really nice shape back there for 30 bucks. And below this Commodore Plus 4 here, you've got more Pong clones. And a 5200 system there with a Switch box adapter in the box. That's really cool. And as you go along, some really tasty Genesis 32X stuff and N64 and you know, the usual suspects. You've got an Odyssey². Box has a little wear on it, but always good to see. Yeah, this store has a little bit of everything from rarities to more common stuff, from the first gen all the way up to newer games and everything in between, seemingly. And across from those cases, you've got yet more Pong games, including this old Radio Shack TV scoreboard. Pretty obscure stuff here, guys. Telematch computer game. Yep, it's just more Pong. Concert Hall 4 television computer game. And an Odyssey². And Super Pong from Atari. And we got some more big box computer games, including Dark Forces. I played this a lot in the 90s on, I did have this enhanced Mac version. This is the version I played back in the 90s when I was writing on a Macintosh computer and gaming as well. Definitely one of my favorite first-person shooters, right up there with Halo and Doom. This is a nifty cabinet back here with a Sonic theme running through it, as you can see. A little Mario as well. And Atari, you got Video Pinball, yet another Pong clone, and the Adversary 370, and a 2600 back there. And check it out, guys, the Magnavox Odyssey, the grandfather of them all, $900 for the 1972 Magnavox Odyssey. And there's a Jaguar looking good back there. Nice. Here's another themed cabinet, this one for you Zelda fans. Looks really great to have all this together here. Really a cool idea. Don't see that too often in game stores. Usually see the games separated by systems. You don't usually see the themed IPs like that. That's nice. They've even got a Beavis and Butthead section. How cool is that? Right beside a Gemini 2 computer. Right behind this bargain case, they've got more computer games here. Ooh, Spy Hunter for the C64. That's a tough one. Yep, $70. Interesting store. Something around every corner. Over here, we've got this old Commodore monitor here next to this case for TI-99 games. The case itself is $30. And a little Texas Instruments user's guide. Here's another themed case, this time Pokemon. And I told you guys before, I love that N64 Pokemon, even though I'm not a huge Pokemon player or anything, but that's just too cute. And even an old top-loading VCR. Little bit of everything in this shop. A 1200 XL from Atari. Sweet. There's an Intellivision. Sylvania. And over in this corner of the store, you've got a Virtual Boy, which is always good to see. $300. Panasonic 3DO in the box. Certainly not a common sight. Let's see, what are they asking for that? $350. Very reasonable. Game Gear there in the case like I used to have, or still have actually. You know, I keep this stuff. Next door you've got an Atari 800 computer, and we've got some imports back there for the Famicom. Always good to see. Did you know that the robot was the family computer robot, not called Rob in Japan? Always great seeing a Vectrex. Really cool, guys. Check this out, guys. This case contains Spectrum cassettes. Tarzan Goes Ape, Andy Cap, the comic strip character. So freaking cool. How often do you see that at your local retro gaming shop? And near that is the Coleco Gemini, which plays Atari 2600 cartridges. And the triple decker, as I call it, that's how I have my Genesis set up, with the Sega CD and the 32X up top. Check it out, the Sears version of the Intellivision. Always love to see that. Yeah, guys, like I said, around every corner, we are just seeing a crazy amount of rare retro gaming stuff here. Star Voyager. Tough one to find on the 2600. One of the harder to find Imagic games, and some pretty scarce TurboGrafx games. Those are all getting pretty hard to find. $60 for Quest for the Rings, the big box game on the Odyssey². The Gold Star version of the 3DO. Got an Odyssey². TurboGrafx console for $250 with a turbo stick for $90. Steering wheels galore. We got a wall of PlayStation, including some big box titles here. Just noticed behind the counter here, they've got Lethal Enforcers. Love that game. One of my favorite light gun games. And NES Action, or deluxe set back here. Very hard to find. Action set and deluxe set. And you can find this store at worldsgamestore.com. You can see the phone number back there. If you're ever in Salt Lake City, check out World's Game Store. This place is absolutely phenomenal. whether you like retro games, more modern stuff. If you like, I mean, they've got a bunch of different controllers. They've got DVDs and all kinds of cool stuff. All right, guys, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. If you like retro games, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. It is super helpful. Thanks for watching again, guys. We'll talk to you in another video.